really love cream soda, so that's kind of a dangerous thing to let me know about. Okay, we're live. Yay. Let's see who. All right, first let's do icon rolls, and you'll notice now on your character sheet that you can actually write them in.
Ooh.
Yes.
Fancy.
Yeah. On the left is conflicted, and you can put in the whatever number it is. And wow, this looks wacky. And on the right is positive, so you can do whatever that is. So roll away, and you can put them wherever you would like. I think we're going to go with the roll your 3d6, and then you can assign them wherever.
Aha!
So you can take those rolls.
Ooh, I got a 6.
I got a 6.
Yeah, you can just take those and put them wherever. Brandy.
The stupid pop-out still doesn't work.
It's not working?
Yeah. When you try to pop the sheet out into its own window, it doesn't work.
Oh, mine worked for me.
It doesn't
I've
work.
never had any problem with that one.
Maybe I should clean out my temporary files.
Yeah. The formatting you'll probably see for the powers is messed up. Somebody's hot dogging. We don't need that shit. Yeah, the formatting is messed up. I'm aware of it. I don't know if it's a bug they know about, but I think I'll give it a little bit and then see if it's still messed up. I'll bring it to Steve, who has been working on these things.
I am very confused by the change to the icon section.
Okay.
There's like 3 new boxes.
Yes, I will screen share.
Yeah.
And I will go over them, and I will use yours as the guinea pig.
Sure, why not?
Okay, so basically, all right, these are still the same. The you can put in whatever it is here, and this is the number of dice you have for it, number of points.
Yeah.
What'll happen is you can put in the conflicted or the positive here, conflicted here, positive here, and that's basically how you're keeping track of them. However, if you were actually rolling them, like if I were to roll Brayland right now, it should actually auto-populate, but it didn't, and I don't know why.
I don't know.
I might have to set something up in the API for that.
So what should it do? That should be like 1 conflicted?
Yeah, it should pop up as one conflicted, and it's not doing
5.
It might be just that I haven't set up the API correctly for that. I will need, because when I was doing it in the test game that I'm a part of, it was working. It would auto-populate to conflicted or positive, whatever. So, and let's pretend at this point that you've rolled the 5 and a 4. You would come over here, put the 1 there, leave the positive blank, and you'll see that
and a 6 would go under positive.
Yeah, so it would come up there, and you'll see they'll light up when there's something there.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a little unintuitive, at least at first, but that's mostly because we didn't have the space to really do something a little bit more. It does look a bit cramped even then. The P in positive is cut off. The C in conflicted is also cut off.
Yeah.
Either way.
Not on mine.
On mine, well, no, it's a little bit cut off, but not by much. And when you have it selected, it's not cut off at all.
No, it still looks a little cut off on my end, but I'll talk. I'll see about that. That might just be on my end.
No, I have the same look as you, so whatever.
Okay.
Formatting issues.
All right, stop.
That link that I put in under my roles, by the way, is the Not Your Father's Root Beer company. So.
Oh yeah, they're good.
And just saying, they've got a 10.7 on draft in Illinois.
Road trip.
I'm going to Indiana later this year, but not quite Illinois.
Yeah, I'm going to Atlanta, unfortunately. Usually we go to Chicago, but not this year.
Yeah, I will be going to Gen Con. I don't know if any of the rest of you are going, but I will be there.
Not this year, unfortunately. Got a Vegas wedding to pay
I
for.
barely make it to the cons inside of Florida. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it to the ones outside of Florida.
It's somewhat important for me to go to Gen Con for a variety of reasons, but that's why I'm going there instead of going back up to PAX. Not to mention the fact that I'm not sure that we'll be officially at PAX, but that hasn't been decided yet.
I look forward to whatever big announcement you're keeping secret.
Let's see.
But no, I haven't been to Gen Con in like 5-6 years. Don't really intend to go back for a while.
I haven't been in since 2011, I think. That sounds about right. So this will be the first time there in a while.
That's one I definitely want to go to. Just haven't had the chance.
I honestly probably won't go back until they get into a different city. It's just too crowded.
I don't like Indy.
I like Indy as a city. It's just there's just too many people at Gen Con to fit there.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it boils down to. Either way, okay.
Whatever.
Let's get the actual gaming underway before I
Gaming?
before I drink myself in some other word.
Whatever, that's fun too.
Alright, so who wants to start the recaps? Because I'm sure this is probably going to need all of us.
I'll go for me and Gemma. We looked around for some things, we found them, we shoved them into some bloodline boxes, and we decided to go follow what trail we could down a tunnel.
No, that's April.
Yeah, you guys were going down, because you guys were in... The apartment complex itself was in Rattlestone, so you guys were taking the tunnel that went down into the stores,
That's the one.
Which is the warehouse district.
Yep.
Alright. Who wants to go next?
That's April.
It's not April. That's Sharn.
No, sorry. Family business over here for a second.
Okay.
I'm like, what? April O'Neil? Let's do this.
No, I knew he wasn't. I knew he wasn't talking to us, which is why I was making fun of him.
Eddie, do you want to do it?
You got this.
All right. So Cord and Wraith head down to Wraith's buddy Winsome to show off this Dragon Shard device, which he tells us it's adapted to. It was originally looked like it was constructed to nullify magic, adapted into something else, and now it seems instead of disrupting magic, it strengthens conjurations and to possibly bring creatures from another plane. Do we find out from exactly what that were? We were just speculating at that point, right? That
you were
spring stuff.
Yeah, I was speculating. It looks like originally it was designed to disrupt planar connections, and it looked like it had almost been the mirror opposite, that it was now as designed to strengthen them.
And I think at that point we decided that Winsome needed to get access to the books at the university.
Mm-hmm. University of Sharn.
Yeah, Sharn U, and go Dragonhawks. And we ended up going to leave, and then that's when 5 guys with weapons drawn ready to, do terrible things to us.
We were intercepted.
Yes.
Ambushed, oh god.
Let's see, is this going to work? Probably not.
Oh boy, all the attack stuff changed.
Yeah, everything, I think they've been monkeying around with stuff, and therefore stuff is not quite working correctly.
I should test mine then.
That's alright. I'll wait until they've got their stuff a little bit more squared away, and then I'll go ahead and mess with this again.
Yeah, I'm not super worried about it right now, because everything is still being worked on.
That was a waste of a roll.
I just blew it up.
That was nice, yeah. I will say the API, the escalation die will be automatic from now on. so you shouldn't need to do that.
Even in the modifiers, it would just do it by itself?
Yeah, because if you'll look, I've already set up the fight that you two are about to get in. You see how the escalation die is already up there?
Yeah.
As the fight goes through, cycles through, it'll automatically go up, and all of the macros and stuff. If you hover over and you see where it says E-die.
Okay, escalation die. Okay.
They're already calling that variable, so
cool.
It should do it pretty much automatically. I can't remember how to do that. I know there's a way to split you guys up so that some players are looking at one page while some of you are looking at another, but I cannot remember how to do that. I'm not going to worry about that too much for right now.
And we can hear you anyways.
Psst, you got your mic on.
Okay.
First down.
Well, magic weapons still don't add to damage. Oh well.
Nope. I'll talk to Steve about that. It's going to be an ongoing thing, making sure everything works and making sure that everything does what it needs to. But in the meantime, yeah, you're just going to have to factor that in. Just the damage. Just put it in that calculation, as opposed to relying on everything to be done automatically.
It's not like I have a magic weapon yet, anyways.
Okay. Nobody does at this point. Yes.
Hey, wait, is my warhand magical? Come on.
It's not magical. It's silver. That's good in a certain point of view, but not exactly what you would call magical.
It's magic. It's just a +1 magic.
Yeah. It's second-rate magic.
Rude.
One thing's for sure.
It's dollar store magic.
Yeah,
Plus 0.4, but round down.
A bunch of ladies of the evening are gonna throw money at him. But like, sorry, Daddy.
All right. While we wait for what's his name to come back, that Florida person to come back and go over what he was doing. I told you I'm already a few drinks in, so you know.
About the moon and the June and the spring.
All right, so let's go straight to it over here. Remember, when you're doing your initiative, you have to click on your icon and then roll it.
What's going on?
Mysterious assailants.
That's what's going on.
What's going on? Oh, it's your turn. You guys get to... Oh, well, not you guys. Lloyd, you have to describe what you were doing last time.
Okay, not a whole lot. Last time, primarily, I was trying to gather more information. I have chosen to head down the Blood of Vol route, as it were. Previous times, I have spoken with my mentor in the Sightless Eye, and now I've gone and sought. I was trying to find a actual member of the Blood of Vol, just looking around for disciples or whatever, but instead ran into something that may prove to be a little bit more useful, a academic in the Blood of Vol who is trying to study them. He's a mage that's a little bit odd.
Yeah, he's not actually in the Blood of Vol. He's just studying.
Yeah, his interests are purely academic.
Right.
So I think that'll actually be a good deal more useful because he won't have the attachments, and if I ask him pointed questions about their goings-on, he might not alert the po-po, as it were.
I'm going to take forever to return, by the way.
Damn right it is. Damn po-po.
Damn that po-po.
Honky's keeping us in...
What?
Yeah, I don't think you want to go that far,
Keep in mind,
Lloyd. Especially when you look like a math teacher at somebody's middle school.
Oh, wait, hold on.
What the hell middle school do you go to?
He's upgraded from the pedo to the math teacher.
Did you guys see the glasses?
Yeah,
acceptable
that's the
acceptable
only
around
reason-
children now.
That right there, that's...
never.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
Math
that's Breaking
teacher.
Bad, man. There you go.
Well, hiddly ho.
That's what
Oh, yeah, you're totally Flanders. I love it.
That fucking... Yeah, okay. So either way, I'm not sure we should allow Lloyd to have a mustache, regardless.
Oh man, no, you keep that caterpillar. You keep it.
Oh
Man.
man.
It is not a mustache. It is my battle ferret. I am training it to jump off of my face and attack my enemies when I go to battle.
Well, yeah. Will you train it faster to jump off your face, because we'd all really appreciate it?
No, it sleeps there until it is needed.
Then go get into a fight and get rid of it. Dear God, please. All right. Anyway,
back to the matter at hand, as it were. The conversation went well enough. He didn't have a excessive amount of information, especially about the current going-ons, but I did leave it as an open, kind of an open invitation going both ways, that if either of us has any additional information, we would share. Also asked him if he finds any unusual creatures in his slightly overgrown and a little bit odd garden, that he might send them up my way, because, useful to have additional pets to sell and pawn off and whatnot. So.
Anyway, yeah, let's just continue on over. And we're going to start with the fight. You two roll initiative. Cord and Wraith.
Randomly press buttons.
Hold on, I'm looking for the initial toss button.
It's not Dex.
Yeah, it's under Dex. But make sure you've got your token selected before you hit it.
All right, wait. What you mean?
What token?
On the map?
The token on the map. Did I not bring you guys over to the map?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay.
Yeah, you did.
And then initiative.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Because otherwise it won't auto-populate.
Gotcha. Oh, that's neat. Okay, good. Good to know.
All right. God, I don't know if I really want to keep doing the escalation die thing, but just for a visual reference. But at the same time, all right, escalation die is 0.
Sad.
Wraith, you're up. You've been confronted by these very armed people who don't seem all that friendly.
Oh, I'm not even wasting time. I've been playing some Star Wars, but I'm not gonna Jedi this shit at all. Like, you're getting stabbed. See, the problem here is without having the stupid pop out, like, I got the sheet in my face, and okay, kind of, sort of. All right, mysterious assassin. All right, I say assailant. All right.
Assailant.
I can't spell assailant without ass. As quick as I'm
That was
manifest the blade, and I'm just gonna go ahead and stick it to this guy right here.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and give him some. So that's a quick action to manifest the blade, and then I believe just gonna go with a standard attack for right now. Was enhancing a free action? I can't remember off the top.
I
have to take
think
a look at
so.
Let me take a look at the info right fast. I might want to expand the crit range.
Okay.
Let's see. No, it's a quick action, so I won't be able to do it this turn. So yeah, I'm gonna make jolly with the stabbings. But since the sheet don't work, let's take a look here. Number of dice, modifier. Here's hoping this is right. I think that is correct. +7, 1d6, 1.
Daisy Boo, what you doing?
Dex is +4. +2 for level, +1 for the blade. Yep, 7. So that's right. 24 versus AC.
All right, 24 will hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Find it.
We've got to get you speeded up, Eddie.
I don't know, man. It seems like I'm missing stuff. I feel like I'm missing stuff. I don't know.
Next week sometime we'll tie you to a chair, bring you into the session, and make you fix everything.
What's the damage? His damage is level plus dex?
I think so.
So it looks like 7 again. 12 damage.
Okay.
It's been forever since we fought anything.
It has. That's true. It has been a while since you guys have fought anything. But that being said,
Yeah, I apologize. I
I
don't
don't
know
think it's
what's
plus
going on.
level yet, but
It feels like I'm missing stuff. Like macros aren't there.
well, between rounds, you'll have a chance to work on that.
Yeah, I'm working on it now.
Okay, so you basically, as soon as you see these guys, you jump out at this guy at the far end of the alley, and
just checking
just
things.
shank him. And I've got to turn that down. Dear God, that's loud. All right, that's better. All right, and seeing that you're in no mood to waste any words, they go right to you as well. One of the other assailants, who wasn't quite as surprised, runs forward with a knife and is going to try to stab the crap out of Wraith. 11 versus AC. I'm
That
pretty
is
sure
a
it's going to
miss.
miss.
I expertly dodge.
Cord.
Yes.
Oh crap.
Yeah, Trash Mage scoops up some random bits and pieces of whatever's around, because I'm making some murder spheres.
Okay.
Quick action to cast. So I have 2 murder spheres. I don't know how we can, but both of them are gonna use metallic whip, and one's going for 5, and one is going for 4. The one that just went on to.
Are they treated as actual entities on the battlefield? Like, do they?
No, they're not a valid target for attacks, but it's obvious that I made these things.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not like it's just like, oh, where did that come from? They see me making it and like bringing them up and sending them at the guys.
I see
Okay.
what you're talking about.
So which ones are you attacking? I'm sorry.
Mysterious Assailant 5.
Okay.
And that'll be with the first one, and the second one is Mysterious Assailant 4.
Okay.
So first one.
I'm going to leave it at 12 for now, since we've already kind of moved on. But yeah, next time you'll have more than one dice.
yeah, that's what I was just doing in the chat.
I think it's 1d20. Yeah, that's okay. Cool. 19 versus AC.
19 will hit.
So this is on the MA5.
Okay.
Damage is 15 points.
Is there really a D20 on the damage?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
For Metallic Whip. And then the other one.
That's right.
Yeah, we looked it up again the last time too. And second one, 8.
That will miss.
All right. And then miss is nothing on it. No damage.
All right. Describe how you've killed Mysterious Assailant 5.
My murder sphere fulfills its destiny as it launches a metallic whip, spins around, launches it at the mysterious assailant, aiming. Well, it ended up just kind of wrapping around the neck and pulling towards in such a way that it actually wrapped around tighter and choked him. And Mysterious Assailant 5 died to asphyxiation.
Okay. Still your turn. Anything else, Cord?
I'm going to move back a little bit just to be in front of Winsome.
Okay. All
That's
right. Mysterious Assailant 2. Let's see. He's definitely going to go and play with you.
Yeah.
He's got a blackjack in his hand. Let's see. Okay. 15 versus AC.
AC, no.
Okay. So you duck under his blackjack, and as you're ducked, he tries to kick you. 14 versus PD.
PD, no.
Oh, wow. Okay. And that's his turn. Mysterious Assailant 3 is also going to come and try to open your innards. Whoops. I'll go ahead and use it. 18 versus AC.
Yes.
Alright. You'll take 7 damage and 3 ongoing poison damage. Mysterious Assailant 5 is dead. There we go. Alright, and then Assailant 1 is engaged with Wraith, so he'll probably try to stab Wraith. And will not. Dear God.
Yes. I want to take narrative on this one.
Alright.
Can I have narrative on it?
Yeah.
All right. So as assailant 1, what is he armed, or the assailant? Yeah. What is assailant 1 armed with?
He's got a knife as well.
Okay. While assailant 1 tries to attack, so he was the one I attacked first. As he attempts to give a slash, I move slightly to the side, and then with my left hand, I guide his wrist, and I guide the knife into assailant 4.
All right. That works.
Nice.
So that's...
Wraith knows Kung Fu.
All right. And in fact,
I
you
know
have
hamster
killed
style.
Assailant 4 by doing so.
Sweet.
Yay, mooks.
Mooks are fun. These are double strength mooks.
Still mooks.
Double strength mooks. All right, top of round 2. The escalation die is now at 1, and we're gonna come back to you guys in a moment. In the meantime, let's go see what everybody else is doing.
Okay.
Who wants to be going next?
Who else is left? We already said what he did.
There's 3 of you still left. There's Jemmabeth and Lucan. There's Xuan-de, who's off doing his own thing.
Whichever you want, man.
Yeah, so Lucan and I were,
Climbing down a hole.
we were...
Bounce a gong honk.
We had found another of the devices.
Yep.
Intact,
Oh,
it looked like.
We went over what we did last time already. Don't worry.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
No, I know. You guys were busy. It's all good.
Okay. Well then, yeah, we went down a hole.
Bounce a gong honk.
The math teacher can talk again when he stops that.
Unfortunately, that's also where Gemma's voice comes from.
I know.
Exactly.
Collateral.
I could just kick him out instead.
Then you'd still lose my voice.
I know. I'll have to find a way to punish him without taking Brandy away. Anyway. Oops, that's the wrong map slash. That's the correct map slash.
Right.
Okay.
I'll try
how we
and
got to some islands.
Hey, Lucan.
Yo, yeah.
Mama has something so that the more she talks, the worse she sounds. She may ask you to do talking stuff.
That sounds fine.
Alright, so you guys climb down this ladder into the stores.
Ask her how she does at her job where she's on the phone all day.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, been there. I understand.
It's late at night, so the stores is pretty quiet, but it's not the best part of Sharn. It's always been, although an economically important part of not only Sharn but Breland in general, it's not a good place to be. So you guys get down this ladder, and it's quiet, it's dank, it smells of fish and the sea, and there's plenty of options. It's not very there aren't a lot of torches or ever burning torches or otherwise that are lighting up this place.
Okay. I look for any sort of trail I might be able to find
Okay.
from someone who would have come out this exit.
All right, give me a roll. I haven't written down your background, so you're gonna have to.
Okay. I have my recovery agent as the background that'll work for this one. I think.
Yeah, that'll work fine.
What skill or what ability score though?
Wisdom.
Okay. 22.
22. All right. It looks like there are a hell of a lot of tracks that have come through this area, even in the last few hours, but only a few of them have really gone up to the ladder. Most of them don't seem like they even come close to it.
Okay. Anything that I can pick out in particular from the ladder?
Are they headed in the same direction, or are they headed in different directions once they get down off the ladder?
It looks like there are 2 sets of footprints, give or take.
Okay.
One of them seems to go towards the north. The other one seems to go to the south.
All right. Any preference, Brandy?
This is where I wish I could remember geography.
There's a map down at the bottom.
That means I have to do that. Okay. Where are we? We're in the hilt?
We're in the stores, where Aaron's little icon is.
It's in the southwest part.
If this helps.
I'm sorry, I'm just still trying to find where we are on the map.
So go to the bottom left of the map
Bottom left of the map, okay.
and look for the circle that should be appearing.
There we are, okay.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So they go north and south, huh?
Yeah, so there's an inn and warehouse district to the north, and there's a slum to the south. I think warehouse district is going to be a little more likely for what we're looking for right now.
Well,
But-
do these instruments require magic to handle them, or can anybody handle them?
That's a good question. I don't think we know.
That is a good question, and as you say, it's one that you don't know.
Yeah.
If you were going to hire someone to plant a bomb, wouldn't you hire them from the slum, or?
That's the other option, yeah. Alright, let's go south.
Okay.
Follow to the south.
Okay. As you start walking south, Lucan, you notice that a few people are taking a bit more of an interest in you than you'd think. Given that it's late at night, most people around here probably keep their head down, mind your own business. At least one person seems to be keeping their eye on you as you're at the bottom of the ladder discussing which way to go.
Without being too obvious about it, can I see anything about the person?
They're mostly kept in shadow. From their silhouette or what of it you can make, they appear to probably be human, maybe half-elf. They're a bit too broad to be an elf, and a bit too tall to be many other races. Can't tell much else about them. Not without being a little more obvious about it.
Okay.
They're watching us.
Yeah, they're either watching for us particular, or they're watching for anyone who comes out of the tunnel.
Well,
The
do
trapdoor
we
we came
want to be subtle, or do we want to be less than?
Depends. If
Why
there's
don't-
any of my
why
other
don't we
characters.
Why don't we walk north a little bit and see if they follow us? Maybe we can come behind them and catch them by surprise if they follow us. Just
Give it a
because they're
shot.
watching doesn't mean they're going to follow.
True. Let's give it a shot.
Okay.
I
So
said north first.
so you're going north first then.
Yeah, I changed my mind. I don't want to be caught in the slumps with someone I don't know following me.
Okay.
Was my thought process on that.
So you guys start heading north, and initially he seems to be studiously ignoring you. He doesn't even look your direction. But after you get maybe 100 yards away, you notice that he comes out from the corner he was lingering on and starts slowly giving you a tail.
Are there any corners we could go behind that he wouldn't be able to see us until he rounded the corner?
There's probably a few, yeah.
I pick one of those and hide directly behind it to wait for him to round the corner.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
Vampire recovery agent.
You can go either one here.
All right. Dex 20.
20. Okay. So you hide. Basically, you guys go behind a one of the warehouses,
Okay.
and one of them there's a little entranceway to the actual door that leads into it. God, foyer isn't the right term. But I can't. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, landing is probably the closest.
Sunroom.
I don't think it's a sunroom.
No. If so, the vampires made a very bad choice to go into it. And you duck inside. But do both of you, or just Lucan?
I'm gonna. Yeah, see, if he notices me walking, he'll be more suspicious if he doesn't see Lucan with me, but he could think we split up. Is there another passage that we could possibly have split up?
Not over here, no.
Then I think I'm gonna hide with Lucan.
Okay. So you guys hide in this corner. Give me since you're going to be hiding too, give me a stealth check as well, Jemmabeth.
Okay. What skill?
Princess of the Underworld.
No, I meant what attribute?
Attribute, Dex.
Dex, okay.
Go team
I
stealth.
had to minimize my thing so that I could see the other stuff. Now I have to maximize it again. This is why I don't like this. Okay. Dex. I think that comes out right. Level, background.
Yeah, looks right.
Okay. But was there a dice in there?
Yep.
Yep. Okay, 18.
All right, 18. So you actually see him walk past. He looks over down the he's definitely looking down the alleyway that you ducked into, but he's walking past.
So first off, do we get a better look at him while he walks past?
Yeah, he's definitely a human. Male human, probably looks like he might be in his late 20s, maybe early 30s. Your initial impression of him is that he looks like just a typical thug, brawler, robber, that kind of footpad that might be down in these areas. But both of you have enough experience as agents to look a bit more closely, and you realize that it's very much a disguise. He's not nearly as ragged or as undisciplined as you might think just from the way he looks. He carries himself like like another agent.
Right. So
he definitely looks down the alleyway that you ducked down, and you can see Lucan definitely. You can see his eyes flick over to the cul-de-sac, where you basically have hidden yourselves in shadows. And when he does that, he looks ahead, and you see him just walk away.
Okay. So in other words, he saw us.
He did see you.
Yeah.
Well, he might not have seen you.
But
but
knows what's going on.
he has a pretty good idea of where you're at.
Okay.
That being said, give me a wisdom check, both of you.
With anything on it?
Whatever agent-related, intelligence gathering-related ones that you have.
20 again.
Okay. You both probably think that he's working with someone else, and that's why he walked. It would make sense why he just walked past you, even though he has to know where you're at. He's probably working with somebody else who's going to pick up your trail as soon as you move.
Right. Okay. So do we want to try and follow him somewhere, but if he knows where we are, I don't think he's going to lead us anywhere.
Yeah, that's what, if he's just trying to trail us, he's got someone else waiting. He's just walking until he can pick up the other guy.
Yeah. Or do
I
we
wonder
want to?
instead if it would be any benefit for us to cut through the warehouse to try to shake the tail.
Possible. And the other option is to confront him.
For having another person with us in case of danger might not be a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Adding a tail might not be, if we think that it might be a fellow agent.
Fair, but he's probably not working for our people.
Okay. Yeah, I say we should sneak through the warehouse and see if we can lose the tails.
Sure. Is the door unlocked?
No, it is most definitely not locked.
I didn't.
Not unlocked.
I didn't think so.
There, in fact, are multiple locks on this door. The warehouse does have windows, but they're relatively high up, higher than most people could reach by themselves, and probably more than even two people could reach standing on top of their shoulders.
But he's not a
Want to
person,
know.
he's a vampire.
That's true.
And she's a busy gig.
Yeah, you can change in animals and go up to
I can
wherever
change
you
into
want.
an animal. I can change into a squirrel and try and see if I can sneak in and unlock the door.
What's the texture of the wall?
It's brick. It wouldn't be terribly difficult to climb up.
There you go. You do that, and I will keep an eye out for this friend of his that he's probably with.
Okay, so I'll change into a squirrel. Well, no, a rat, because a rat would be less conspicuous.
Yeah, definitely here in Sharn. So there are a couple of the windows which are open, and you can get in through them. The warehouse is completely pitch black.
Would that be a consideration, seeing how I'm in a rat form? I can't remember if I have rat characteristics or not.
It's probably not a huge deal because you know where the door is. So just getting over if that's all you're planning on doing is getting over the door and locking it, you don't necessarily need to see a lot or navigate very much.
I'm gonna go within a reason, not too far, so I lose sight of the door. But I do want to investigate a little bit just to make sure there's nobody else in the warehouse before I start unlocking the door.
All right, give me a skill check. Perception.
So you get a temporary rat background when you're transformed, right?
What now?
You get a temporary background for your animal form when you're transformed, I believe.
That's an excellent question.
I have a druid in my home game, so yes. Yeah, you get a temporary background that you get to do rat things with.
Okay, cool. So how many
plus 1 or
points is
something?
that?
I think it's a D4 plus 1.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Sorry, I think it's a D4 plus 1
So you
points
just get it added D4 plus 1?
instead of your normal backgrounds.
Okay. Is that in addition to your
Yeah, that'll be in addition to your attribute.
Yes.
Okay, so D4 plus 1 plus whatever my normal attribute is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in this case it's going to be wisdom.
Wisdom?
Yeah.
I'm just going to straight up roll wisdom and then... wait a minute, I'm sorry. It's going to automatically pull in...
Yeah, it's going to... Yeah, it's going to...
Roll it. It's going to be a D20, right?
Yeah.
Roll 1d4. Okay. And so that's 4.
So you currently have a background of rat plus 5.
Yeah,
Is what it is.
you're a really good rat.
Yes, you're very ratty.
Wisdom is going to be a 3, so that's going to be roll.
Just use the roll you had before.
20 plus 8.
Plus 2.
5 plus
level.
background.
Yeah, wisdom is 3, level is 2, and background is 5.
Okay, so that's 10.
10, yeah.
Now let's see if I know how to do this right. There you go.
You do.
27, yeah. All right. It doesn't look like there's anybody else in here.
Okay.
Just you can't hear anything, you can't smell anything. You don't feel any vibrations on the floor that might indicate that somebody's walking around. So yeah, you're pretty sure there's nobody else in the entire warehouse.
Right, so I get to the door and I shift back into form. Hopefully I'm tall enough to reach the locks.
If not, there are a couple of boxes around that you can move.
Okay.
Sack of crates.
It is a warehouse, so there are exploding barrels and crates.
Excellent.
It's required. It's a law.
It's a law.
Yeah.
So I unlock the door as quietly as possible and let Lucan in.
Okay.
I
So
enter the warehouse.
So you are both inside this pitch black warehouse, and there's at least one person outside who are very interested in your whereabouts, and quite probably more than one. And now we're going to cut from there to see what Xuan-de is doing.
Okay. Anyway, when last we left me, I was pretty much just walking back up to my shop and home. I suppose I'm going to... Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. I wasn't going back to my home. I was going back to... I started in Everbright. I was trying to go back up to the University District. I'm looking... I am heading there specifically to try to be able to find out if there's a scholar or something in the library that might be able to shed some light for me on the Blood of Vol. I'm going to concentrate first and foremost on the library.
Okay. Bear in mind at this point it is rather late.
Does the library have specific hours?
Yeah. They're roughly business hours.
Okay, so they're probably going to be closed when I get there, aren't they?
Yeah.
Am I aware of anything that the rest of my companions are doing?
No.
What? Huh?
No.
Yeah. Then, honestly, in character, I'd go home and go to bed.
Okay. You can do that.
That's... I mean, I hate to be the fuddy-duddy guy that doesn't really do anything, but, yeah, my character goes home and goes to bed.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that if that's what your character would do. Alright. So, Xuan-de goes home to sleep it off, and in the meantime, the rest of us go back over to a fight. Alright. Round 2, the escalation dies at 1. Wraith, you are up.
So I ended. The pause happened after I had guided that blade into his compatriot
Right.
with my left hand. My right hand still has my primed and ready soul blade on it.
You're coming off awfully quiet, Eddie.
Yeah, I can hardly hear you. There you go.
Okay, sorry about that. So with my blade all ready to go, I'm gonna go ahead and initiate an arcane strike. No, that might be overkill, honestly. Let's just go with a stab.
So much kill. Kill.
You want overkill?
I don't care. I'm murder sphering these dudes, so I don't
You
give a
murder,
crap what
well,
you do.
let's see if anybody's still standing. You can murder sphere. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go with a basic attack then.
Okay.
Attack with the soul blade and Another 1. And I roll a 1.
You do roll a 1.
Nice. All right.
All right.
Christ.
The dice giveth and the dice taketh away.
Anybody want to throw a background 6 at that or something?
All hail Nuffle.
No, you can't do that. I didn't think.
Let me see. What horrible options can I
Hey,
give
do
you?
I, wait, no. Don't I have a DM point?
I don't know. Do you?
Well, I have one, but I don't think I can use the one from the other game, can I?
No.
I still have that one.
Oh,
No.
You can bank them over game.
Did I don't know. Did I earn any for my my
Everybody
Christmas
started with
sisters?
1. Everybody started the campaign with 1. If you haven't spent it, then you still have it.
I want to use it. What is it
Okay.
worth? A reroll?
Yeah, you can use it for a reroll.
Or can I use it for a success?
No, can't use it for a success. You can use it for a reroll.
All right, well, let's try a reroll.
You cannot use DM points for success in combat.
All right, I'll take that. 21.
All right.
Save.
21 will hit.
All right, and I got my damage fixed, so it is 11 damage.
Okay. All right, this guy looks. You've really done a number on him, but he's still up and moving, if only barely. I can get rid of him as
And
well.
it's saddened that I made him kill his friend.
Why'd you do that?
He's
That was
He's
the
a little
most
too.
big thing ever.
He's a little too busy bleeding and worrying about his own life than worrying about that, as far as you can tell.
Good. I hope
Cord, it's
somewhere
your
in his mind
turn.
it passed that he fucked up.
Yes, going to Murder Sphere, doing serrated blades.
Okay.
Which is still the same thing. First one on Mysterious Assailant 3.
Okay.
19.
19 will hit.
12 points.
Okay. Okay. Describe how he dies.
Mysterious Assailant 3, the murder blades, the murder sphere's blades, serrated blades, poke out, start spinning quite ferociously and running across the assailant's face, and then having a fun roll down the body until it bleeds it out.
Yeah, that's kind of disturbing.
I watched a lot of Phantasm, sir.
Yeah, I can tell.
And all right, so the next roll for on the other mysterious assailant. 1.
That'll hit.
Oh, I took 3 damage ongoing poison right at the beginning.
No, you take that at the end.
Oh, okay. For 6 points of damage.
Alright, so they're bleeding and just in a horrible state, but they're still alive.
Oh yes.
Now, if you're done, now you'll take the 3 points and roll your save.
What's the just an 11 plus?
Yeah. On a d20. Nope, you're still poisoned.
Yay.
All
I'm
right.
done.
So the mysterious assailant 2 wipes the blood from his eyes, looks around him real quick to see who's even still alive, and you can hear him swearing. He looks over at the others. The other one's still up. It says scatter. And he's going to run for it, but you're going to get an opportunity attack.
Finish him.
Yeah, is that just a straight up like
It's
murder
a-
sphere thing, or just a
No,
normal
it's-
attack?
That's a melee basic attack.
Son of a.
Oh.
All right, let's see if the pimp hand can do something here.
Quarter. Okay, Pearl Jam. I was confused. You think it's because you
Still escalation 1. Okay, because I don't have anything for that.
No.
Oh hey, 20.
Not the same.
Okay, that'll hit.
for 9 points of damage.
See, I go to get all this set up so the escalation die actually works, and then none of you are actually using the powers that will actually call on the escalation die.
Oh, will it work for it? I
Yeah.
thought the attacks, people were saying the attacks weren't working, so I wasn't using them.
I don't know. Mine are working fine. Some people's are messed up.
Oh. Well, then I'll just try it next time to make sure, but alright.
I was just doing it the old-fashioned way, just adding in on a roll, you know what I mean? Because I wasn't using the stuff, built-in stuff.
Well, 9 points of damage to the mysterious assailant.
Alright, so
2.
he turns to run and describe how he dies.
Oh. Well, I pull back my giant war hand and smash him in the back of the head as he turns, and he cracks his skull on the ground.
Alright. And then the other one's going to try to make a run for it. Alright, Wraith, you're going to have an opportunity attack.
$13.
Alright, that's going to miss. So they run. This one runs off this direction towards this corner, turns around the corner, and runs for it.
Oh, that's bullcrap. I was gonna throw my blade at him.
Around a corner, around another corner. Peace out.
They broke line of sight immediately.
Wraith, do you want to follow?
No, we've been. No.
Okay.
It doesn't matter at this point. If he gets away, then he tells them that the two of us killed everybody. If he dies, then they figure we killed them anyway.
Killed everybody. So you know.
We need to get Winston somewhere safe, and we need to get him. The research material he needs.
Absolutely. Do we want to go straight to the university, or do we want to stop somewhere?
Do you know?
The hope is that we won't be seeing anyone else.
All right, so straight to the university.
So
then.
I think straight to the university.
Yeah. How is Winsome doing, by the way?
He's a bit worried. You can tell that, but at the same time, most normal people in this situation would be a little more concerned than Winsome apparently is. He backed up into the shack, but he didn't exactly go running off screaming at the sight of armed men waiting outside.
Sweet.
Or a murder sphere.
No, or the murder sphere.
He's probably loving the murder sphere. He's probably like, damn, I wish I'd have thought of that.
Or you totally have to make a roll for not getting pestered on the way back about the mechanics of the murder sphere.
What was your inspiration for this delightful little device?
Because I got tired. Okay, murdering, and very efficient.
Yeah. So we're so that if Winsome doesn't have anything to say, you know, I'll just call out to him and let him know that we're clear and we need to move, and we'll make tracks.
He comes out and sees the numerous bodies there and says, I don't know if they were here for you or here for me, but I agree, we need to get out of here. It was a nice shack. I'll miss it.
Yeah, if there's anything you desperately want to bring, well, Wraith, you can carry it, right?
Yeah,
No.
I can help.
I learned a long time ago that it's always best to keep anything you want to keep forever right on your person. And he opens up his disheveled long coat, and you can see that there are a number of pouches and other pockets sewn into it.
Cargo cloak.
Nice. So he looks like a Rolex salesman.
He looks a lot like the merchant from Resident Evil 4.
All right, cool. Then yeah, we can skedaddle to Sharn. You.
All right.
Leg it.
Meantime, let's go back over to the warehouse, buddies. So, Lucan and Jemmabeth, you guys are in a warehouse, pitch black. You know there's at least one person outside looking for you.
We obviously closed the door behind us.
Well, yeah.
Are the windows clear, or are they...
They're not deliberately obfuscated, but they're dirty as shit.
How's your night vision, Lucan?
That's a good question. As a gnome and a vampire, can we see it all?
Yeah, you guys have reasonable low light vision.
Okay. We'll make our way through as best we can. See what kind of exits there are.
Give me dex checks, both of you. Just straight dex, no skills.
Straight checks, no skill. 25. That was a nat 20, so.
Wow. Hold that thought. Okay, Dex. I'm gonna get a 4.
Yeah, probably.
14.
It could have been worse. So,
yeah.
Lucan, you glide through these rows of boxes and barrels and chests and everything like that, like you can see them in broad daylight. Jemmabeth, you're not quite as smooth as Lucan is in terms of getting around, but you only bump into a few things, and you don't manage to knock anything completely over. So, which direction from the warehouse are you trying to leave, anyway?
Trying to spot what sort of exits there are first.
So you guys came in. All right, you were going north.
Yep.
The entrance was on the north side of the building.
Mm-hmm.
And as for the other exits, there is another exit to the east, and an actual physical exit. Plus, the possibility exists of leaving by the south or the west, or even the north, if you go out a different direction.
Lucan, what powers have you retained?
Just a second, I have a phone call coming in.
It's all good. Basically, some limited enhanced ability. I can't do the really fun stuff anymore.
Which ability?
Sorry. Just my physical abilities are somewhat enhanced from what they were, but
You can't transform.
not so much, no.
Sad.
Do you want to see if you can hop out a window so we can try to avoid the main exit in case somebody's watching that exit?
I doubt they have all the exits covered.
There's only 2.
Can you stop a speeding bullet?
Oh, sorry, I thought it was... Okay. I can stop it with my face. It would hurt.
At least once.
Yeah, at least once.
Mr. Sarcasmo's leaving. Bye. Do you want to see if we can hop down a window? Maybe we'll get less being tracked, or do you think just go for the door and deal?
Let's grab a window.
Okay. Whenever our fearless leader comes back.
That's the one.
I have a tiny bulletproof shield somewhere on my body.
What?
You don't remember that Family Guy, Adam West, when he's with the gay marriage petition? He takes a gun from the like bailiff or sheriff or whatever, and he points it at the Adam West, the mayor, and he's like, I have to warn you, I have a tiny bulletproof shield somewhere on my body, and if you hit it, well, you're gonna be embarrassed.
No, you're gonna be.
Right.
Sorry about that.
Oh,
I totally missed all of that, so...
No worries. We were just deciding whether to try and go to the window or the door. What do you think? West side window, south side window?
The street you were on, if this makes it an easier decision, the street you were on going north is on the west side of the building.
Okay.
So, I'd say
So you say?
thinking. We were originally headed north, but that was just to see if he was tracking us.
Yeah. Let's talk about the south window.
Yeah, let's hop out a south window. I'd transform back into a rat.
Okay. It shouldn't be terribly difficult.
Climb up some boxes.
Yeah, there are enough boxes around, but I do want both of you to... No, I just want Lucan to give me another dex check.
All right. With my semi-restrained vampiric nature for climbing.
No, this isn't actually for climbing.
Oh, okay.
The climbing isn't the hard part.
Dex check it is. Flat out 13.
13. All right, so you do get up to the window and start. As you head out, your foot hits one of the boxes and knocks it over, raising a not a huge clatter. But if anybody is paying attention to or trying to figure out if anybody is in the warehouse, they might have heard it.
Can they tell where it's coming from?
Probably not unless they're in the alley that you're now in, and you would be able to see them there. They would just be able to tell that something happened in the warehouse.
Well, let's hop out and make our way south as quick as we can then.
Sounds like a plan.
Because otherwise, they think something's in the warehouse, and then we still are.
I'm sorry?
Let's if they're thinking something's in the warehouse, let's make it so we're not.
Exactly.
To the south.
All right, so you guys head south. Are you actively keeping an eye out for anybody following you, or
As well as we can, while still keeping a good pace.
okay? Let me see.
Also, I assume Gemma is still a rat.
Yes, Gemma's still a rat. She's just going to stay this way for now.
Okay.
We'll need it otherwise.
So you're gonna hop a ride on Lucan then, because otherwise you're not gonna be able to keep up.
Do you mind?
Sure, why not?
I'm a rat. I can keep up. Okay.
Not that quickly.
Rats
So
are
while
pretty-
Lucan is walking forward, I will be standing on his shoulders looking back, watching.
Haha.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Just a second. Just straight up perception?
Yeah.
Oh, I never remember what perception is. Hold on, let me see if I have one.
Wisdom plus whatever.
Okay, so wisdom plus whatever.
Whatever skill you want.
Let's do that one anyway. It's easy. 21.
Your good friend has gotten back on your tail, but he's a ways back. So far back that you're actually not sure if he's actually on your tail or if he's just doubling back to see if he can pick up your trail. He's probably at this point probably a good 200 yards back.
Lucan, you're following the trail to the south, right?
We're trying to get back onto that trail first, but yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm just going to watch him, see, once we leave the trail, if he continues to follow us, I'll let you know.
Okay. So we'll double back and try and pick up that trail to the south and see where it leads.
All right, give me a skill check to see if you can pick up the trail again.
Wisdom?
Yeah.
23.
Oh yeah, you can definitely pick it up. It's partly your agent trained skills, but there's a little bit of the vampire in there too. You're not sure that you could have picked up some of the signs that you are now getting before you returned. All right, the trail leads south, leads to the south, and veers a little bit west. But it's generally more south than west. Roughly there-ish is where it's leading you.
Okay. Is the guy still behind us?
He is definitely still behind you. If he wasn't on your trail before, he's picked it up again.
So, Gemma, when do you want to confront this guy?
Let's see if we can duck down behind something, so again, we can come up behind him and catch him off guard.
Okay. So same thing, but this time we punch him?
Yep.
Alright. Once again, find a convenient corner, and this time we come out and confront the guy when he passes.
Okay, just a sec. Okay. Oh, cripes. He's not by himself. Lucan, um, as you're preparing to duck back into this corridor to see if you can ambush him, um, you realize that you're picking up a lot more people following you. Definitely, they're keeping your pace and they're keeping your direction, and they're not just from behind. You can kind of feel them, smell them in nearby alleys, side streets. And now that you know to look, as you're walking past, you can see some people on those down those side streets that are obviously keeping an eye on you.
Okay. I'm looking now for a place where I could stop that we both would not be surrounded, but also not be backed into a corner.
Yeah, there's about a half a dozen of them, possibly more.
Right. Sounds like a good time.
All right. I hop off Lucan's shoulder and transform back into dwarfness. Whenever
So is
he
there
drops-
anywhere that I can stop that would prevent us from being surrounded?
Not that also wouldn't back you into a corner.
Right.
Well, if
Thoughts?
we're in a quarter, then we don't have to worry about them coming at our back.
There's that. But we also have no escape route.
Yeah, I'm not so sure escape route's gonna work right now.
Sounds good. We stop with our backs to a wall so we can see where everything's coming from.
Okay. So your friend is the first one to arrive, and after a few moments, excuse me, not a few minutes, a number of other ones start to come out of the shadows from all around you, and there are more than a half a dozen. It's more like a full dozen.
I give him a little bow with just a hint of mocking in it, and tell him, "Good evening, sir. Is there something the matter?"
Let's not beat around the bush. We know who you are. We know
And
who you're
who's
looking
that?
for. He gives you this look that's just as mocking in its own way as the one you just gave him. Please, don't insult our intelligence. You guys work as agents for the Citadel, the King's Citadel. We know exactly who you are. We know exactly what you're doing. And I'm afraid that we can't let you continue your investigation.
You have us at an disadvantage. Who are you, and why can't you let us continue?
Really? You expect me to give that sort of information away for free? No.
Well, we were hoping.
Give it away now or after we beat you to a pulp. Whatever you prefer.
I think you're a bit mistaken at who is at the disadvantage here, my dear.
You insist.
Alright, we'll go ahead and stop that there. Let's all take a break for a minute. Everybody go get something to drink, go to the bathroom, whatever. We'll continue at that point.
Let me get some of this edamame.
Mm-hmm.
Edamame.
I heard.
Okay.
I'm back. I'm also thinking... Well, I'll wait till all the rest of you are back before I elaborate. Because I don't think any of you are here.
I have wireless headphones, so I can always hear.
Oh, if it works, it works.
It does.
I really need to get some wireless headphones at some point. It would be of great benefit to me, I think.
I got a Best Buy gift card for Christmas, so I got some really nice Sennheiser ones.
Nice. How much were they?
These ones, $170.
Oh, wow.
Not the highest end of them, but you know.
but higher than most people probably have.
Yeah, when it's on a gift card, I'll do that. When it's not on a gift card, yeah, I wouldn't have gotten these either. And no, I'm not going to spend $400 on a pair of headphones. Good lord.
No.
So
I mean,
much.
Most people probably wouldn't, I think.
No.
Because that's kind of ridiculous. Unless you're,
Loaded?
Yeah, unless you're loaded or you're an audio professional.
Yeah. Nah, I just wanted ones that would have decent sound, good battery life, and good range. And these will go across my entire house.
Oh, that's really good then.
And I only have to charge them like once a week, so
That's really not bad.
it's solid.
Let's see. I think Eddie's back.
So we're gonna get in a fight.
You will. The
Certainly
question. The question will be: are you going to do it this week, or are you going to do it the next session? Because I'm feeling like I didn't prepare enough for tonight. I admit that I hadn't been able to give this session as much thought or prep as I usually would, because I've been so busy with other stuff, and mostly on the writing front, the Patreon stuff, but there's been a lot of other stuff going on too.
That's all good. That benefits me too, so whatever.
Yeah, so I'm sitting here looking at it going, I don't feel prepared to improv basically anything else tonight, unfortunately. I didn't expect you guys to get into a fight either, so I need to check on that. Probably I have to do some stat blocks, because I don't want to use the same ones that I used with the other fight for a variety of reasons.
Mm-hmm.
So we might shut it down a little early tonight.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, that's all right. I mean, we gotta do what we gotta do. Not to mention that my sinuses still suck. So.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to go. I would like to go another hour. I really would. But I'm sitting here going, I'm just not.
Okay, seriously, I get this one for free. Bound chicka honk honk.
Wow.
No, you don't.
How are we supposed to avoid that fight?
I'm gonna go throw myself on a pair of tweezers now.
How are you supposed to avoid the fight?
Yeah.
Not try to pick the fight?
They were following us and had us surrounded.
They didn't have you completely surrounded, and you never tried to escape.
Well, yeah, we did, but they continued following us.
Yeah, but that's not the same thing as getting into a fight.
Okay.
So I mean, granted, there's no guarantee that you would have escaped and avoided the fight, but I personally think you could have done more to do so.
Like, what would you have suggested?
You could have made a run for it, for one thing.
Hard to run while also following a trail, though.
Yeah, but the trail is something you could have picked up after you've lost them. It's a matter of priorities. It's a matter of, are we going to get away, or are we and come back later, or are we going to stick to the trail and risk running into these guys?
Yeah, and to be fair, this genre of game that we're playing takes a little bit of untraining yourself, because we all have it. We've all gamed for a good long while, and sometimes you're doing some things that you typically don't think you would or should do. It's interesting. We've talked about it before, but anyway, go ahead.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, it's a little different here, and you definitely could have avoided the fight. I actually expected you guys to do something other than just get right back on the trail, starting from the ladder, because they probably would have guessed that if you had to go back anywhere, that's where you would go.
Yeah, it's really just a question of whether or not we were willing to give up following that trail right now while it's still
right. And it's not like you
and
made.
Honestly, I wasn't.
And what I'm about to say, it's not like you made a quote unquote wrong choice. You made a choice, and this is the conclusion of that particular series of choices. It doesn't mean it's wrong. It just means that that's the way things have gone.
Besides, it isn't proper noir unless you get into a few fist fights.
Pretty much, yeah. And in this genre, the idea of who hunts the hunters is definitely in play. So even if you were tailing these guys, they were probably going to be tailing you at the same time. And conversely, you guys could have set things up so that you had somebody trailing you just in case, and so on and so forth. It gets a little convoluted, but that's the nature of the genre to some extent.
Right. Don't we also have a couple of the guards who came with us?
You're actually right. I did forget about that. A couple of them were going to come with you.
I just remembered it right now, so.
Well, we'll have to think about how to retcon that in. We'll see.
By the way, just saying, if the question becomes who watches the Watchmen, Cord is totally the owl.
Probably.
I'll be the shoveler.
And Wraith is.
That's the right movie, right?
I want to be Mr. Furious.
That would be a really interesting crossover, I tell you.
I'm pretty sure that's the right movie.
So yeah, we'll. All right. How about this? We'll rewind a little bit, just a little bit, before the confrontation, if that's what you guys want.
No, I would have made the same decision on it. I was just curious as to what you were actually expecting.
Exactly.
What I expected you to do is to either tail one guy, knowing that might in and of itself lead to you being tailed, or I expected you to make a break for it, or try to hide completely, and then wait until these guys might have gone, and then try to pick up the trail later. Those were the things that I accounted for. I didn't expect you to get into a direct confrontation.
Yeah, once you're being followed and you've tried to shake them once and it didn't work, you're eventually going to have to address the issue. So that's just what we're doing.
I would like to talk to them if they want to fight with us. That's fine.
Yeah, we don't draw weapons.
All right. Well, we'll stop there, and then I need to give consideration not only to that scene, but I need to give consideration to what everybody else is doing as well, because even though it makes sense for Xuan-de to go and just go back to bed, It's a bit of an indictment on my end that I haven't prepared enough to keep him active. I also need to think about some things with the Wraith and Cord side.
His spidey sense goes off.
We'll have to think, but I'll have to think about it. And hopefully I'll actually have some time to do so, that I won't be fucking writing this adventure or dealing with other shit. Not this adventure, the one I'm doing for Patreon.
Yeah.
It's taking a long time for a variety of reasons, but whatever. Either way, we'll pick it up.
Man. Hey, session after session, you delivered well thought out stuff. If you have one,
no worries, man.
if you have one where you don't feel that you're wholly prepared, and you are not going to get crucified by me, man.
Yeah,
your shit is always top notch.
I appreciate it, and yeah, I feel like I underprepared for tonight, and that's on me. And for whatever reason, and there were a variety of reasons, I didn't prepare as well as I could have. So.
Well, we went entertainingly murder hobo too, so.
That's true. That part
I had a good time.
I had a great time, so don't worry about me, man. I got 3 kills on my notch for that one.
All right. Well, we will. Let's see. The next one will be the 10th of February. Same bat time, same bat channel. I might have emails for some of you, probably Lloyd at least, and I'll CC and you, Brandy, so I know Lloyd gets it.
He generally gets his emails.
Nice.
But I probably shouldn't need to email the rest of you. So, but we'll see. Either way, I'll try to get everything back to normal by the next session in a couple of weeks. In the meantime, let's go ahead and stop the broadcast. Everybody say goodbye to our viewers.
Goodbye, viewers.
Bye, everybody.